Welcome to the CBS Eye on Money show. It is Tuesday, June 21st, and we are here trying to answer your financial questions. I know it's a very weird time, right? I mean, last week we officially entered a bear market in the S&P 500, big Federal Reserve actions, just so much going on. There's only so many things you can do with this information. We want to encourage you to try to address the things that you can control in your life. That's kind of your personal financial situation. And that doesn't mean you should blow out of an asset class and try to pick the top or the bottom of anything that's going on. It means that your personal financial decisions are probably a lot more impactful over the long haul than any of these market gyrations. So do me a favor. If you've got a question, just go to JillOnMoney.com, click the Contact Us button. Okay, Mark, I haven't made a plug on the Eye on Money show for what's going on the website. So I think I'll do that. So when you get onto the website, JillOnMoney.com, Contact Us is in the upper right-hand corner. We usually have whatever is our most recent podcast that pops right up. Right after that, there's a cool little scrolling thing that says, click to donate to Jill's Cycle for the Cause fundraiser. I don't ask a lot of you guys. I ask you to get a free newsletter and maybe to leave us a rating and review on Apple. But now I'm actually asking if you would like to support my effort to raise money for a bike ride that I'm doing, 275-mile bike ride, the Cycle for the Cause. And I'm doing it over 3 days. And if you are so inclined, I would be so grateful if you would basically just make a donation as little as $5 or $10. That would be great. This is essentially a ride that is trying to raise money for the Lesbian, Gay, Bisexual, and Transgender Community Center of New York, where I am a board member. And so if you want to support us, go ahead, click on the website, JillOnMoney.com, and do it. And if not, no big deal. You can just kind of hang out and listen up. So today, Mark, we have a recidivist responder to our plea to come on the air. This guy was on. When was he on the air, Mark?
I believe 2021.
Sometimes when you guys come on the air, I worry about I wonder what happened to that person. Did they take our advice? Did they not take our advice? Today, Harry from Pennsylvania is back. And Harry, first, let's talk about what prompted your original contact to us. How were we nice to you or were we mean to you?
You guys were so nice to me. That's why I called back.
Excellent. So what brought you on originally?
Yeah, so it was a little over a year ago. It was April of last year. And at the time my wife and I were going through infertility issues. And I was also struggling with whether to invest more or pay off the mortgage early. I've done all your advice. We'll get the one out of the way that I haven't done yet, which I know you're going to ask me. And we do estate planning. We did not yet, other than life insurance.
Okay.
But I checked all the other boxes, right? So we cut out all the fees. So there's no more advisor. I moved all my money into Vanguard, total stock market index fund. So he's out of the picture. And we did not pay off the mortgage early. We just built up a big cash cushion to pay for the IVF, which we did. And by the way, it was successful. And with a
That's
beautiful
so
baby boy.
Oh my God. Congratulations. That's awesome. That is totally fantastic. Okay. So you did all these great things. What else is going on? So how much are you guys making together?
We made about $206,000 last year. And I suspect because she gets paid hourly and it's based on what days she works, we'll probably come close to that, but maybe not hit that mark this year.
Okay, I got it. Are you putting money into your retirement plan?
I am. So I'm still maxing out my 401k. Instead of not doing anything once we were over the Roth limit, we just took that $6,000 and putting it into a brokerage account.
How much is in the brokerage account now?
I think like $23,000.
Great. How much is in your 401k?
About $350,000.
And how about those Roths that you had?
There's about 10,000 at this point.
When you look at your cash flow right now, it's pretty good. When she's back, is she back at work full time now?
Yeah, she's back working both her jobs again.
Okay.
We're lucky that we don't pay for childcare because we have an amazing mother-in-law.
Oh my God. It's the only time that somebody says I have an amazing mother-in-law.
My in-laws are pretty great.
Oh, that's nice to hear. You guys have a house, right?
We do.
And how much is it worth?
Probably $250.
And what's the mortgage that's outstanding that you didn't pay off?
I didn't pay it off, but I did refinance. So I went from a 4.5 interest rate to a 2.5.
Oh my God.
It didn't take any money out, so I just paid off the mortgage with. So we have $50,000 left on that mortgage.
Oh, that's it. Okay, and what kind of mortgage? What's the length? The term?
10-year. It's a 10-year.
So that'll get paid off. Okay, so you have this kid. That's great. And how about your cash cushion? How much is in the cash cushion right now?
Yeah, so right now we've increased that by 10,000. So last time we talked, I had 40. I have 50,000 there now.
So you're maxing out your 401k. Oh, and how old are you, Harry?
I am 36.
And she is
33.
Are you guys going to do IVF again? Do you think?
No, it was too expensive.
and it must be like I hear it's really kind of hard on the body.
It was, it's tough physically and emotionally, for sure. So,
any other assets that we should know about?
Nope.
Okay. And so now the question is, what's next? We have a baby. We have maxing out. You'll put money into the Roth this year. And there's no other IRAs that are floating around, right?
No.
Mark, should they do a backdoor Roth?
I mean, if the cash flow allows, well, I don't see any reason why not.
Yeah. I mean, is there extra money every month right now?
Oh, yeah. So right now I'm doing because I get paid weekly. So I do $100 a week into just a regular brokerage account. So it's about $5,200 a year. And then on top of that, I'm saving about $380 a week for just miscellaneous, new fixed cars, buy a new car, do this.
So you're saving like extra 10 grand a year-ish.
Yeah.
Okay.
Have you opened up a 529 yet?
I was just about to ask that. What do you think?
I did, but I'm only doing right now $50 a month.
All right. Let's say there's $10,000. Okay. And let's just say, and we got to leave some money just because this is also your fund to do other stuff, right? Which is not exactly okay. So let's presume you've got $500 a month extra that we can do something with. Should the $500 a month go into the 529 mark, or should they do a backdoor Roth?
I would probably split the difference. I would actually probably do half and half, to be honest with you. That means you might not max out the Roth, but you do need to get a little bit more in for the 529.
I was sort of thinking that you could do a couple of different things. One is stop doing the money into the brokerage at this point. There's a few things that you could consider. So number one is right now in that brokerage account, do you have gains or losses?
Losses.
I have an idea. Okay, you ready? So, when you have losses, I mean, I don't know how much you actually put in. Would you say that do you know what the actual losses are year to date right now?
Yeah, it's about $800. I just started doing that.
So here's what I would do. I would sell this thing out. And this is what I would do. I would take that brokerage account and I'd blow it out. I'd be done with it. And I would take my losses because you can deduct up to $3,000 of losses against ordinary income. I would immediately take the money out. And the first thing I would do is I would max out your 529 plan for this year. So whatever you put in, that $50 a month, just do, you can put in, let's do this. Why don't we put in $16,000 into your 529 plan? Then you don't have to put any more money in for the year. Just chill out. Take the other $6,000 and do a backdoor Roth. So you go to Vanguard, you say, I want to open up a non-deductible IRA account. You put the $6,000 in, and then immediately you turn around and you convert it to a Roth IRA. And now this year is kind of done. Now going forward, what you could do is you could now take that excess cash flow, and now you can for the rest of the year, you can fund the other non-deductible Roth, because you have two, right?
Yep, I have two.
One for each of you.
Yep.
And now you're done for this year. Then going forward, you can split your excess cash flow and you can split it between your 529 and the non-deductible Roth / backdoor Roth. That's what I would do.
Love it.
And then, of course, why can't we get these estate documents done? What are you doing to torture me?
Just laziness, pure laziness. So I will.
How about Mark? Are we doing Policy Genius? Can you, or do you have a friend who's a lawyer?
I have a friend that does estate planning. So.
Oh my God! And you have a friend to do it. Come on now. Come on.
Got it.
All right. What else, Harry?
I think that's it. That was my my issues right now.
You don't have issues. You're great. You're fantastic. Thank you very much for keeping us abreast of what's going on in your life. We totally think this is, I mean, the best news is you saved all this money. You did the right thing. You know, of course, Mark, I didn't want him to have a 10-year mortgage, but I'm not going to do that now because it's already a done deal. At least he didn't pay the whole thing off. By the way, now what's cool about this is that Harry has excess cash flow because he's not going to pay down his mortgage, and he can fund his Roth and he can fund his 529 plan. Kind of great, isn't it? Okay, if you, like Harry, want to come on the program, just go to JillOnMoney.com, click the Contact Us button. Don't forget, you can sign up for our free weekly newsletter while you're there and check out our other broadcast, which is called Jill on Money. Very happy that you're listening today, and we are always here for you, so don't hesitate to just shoot us a note, okay? Mark Talersio is the co-host and executive producer of this fine broadcast. We are distributed by Paramount Global. I'd like to say that. It sounds like this very important thing. Anyway, or it's formerly Viacom CBS. We drop our episodes every Tuesday and Thursday. Do me a favor and try to lift someone up today. Curiosity, compassion, community. Thank you for listening. We'll talk to you on Thursday.